Alrighty, girls, we're starting with our planned pink sky set, yeah, sunset. So the sketch will be the one I have prepared. So somewhere maybe 1/3 from top, we're gonna have like a curvy lines. This will be the top of the water. So somewhere here will be the sun. Yeah, the sun, of course, don't draw too thick with a pencil because you know it's going to be yellow and yeah, and there will be light pink all around. So not much pencil here because otherwise it's going to be showing. And so this will be like this middle part of the water, and then the underwater comes. Yeah. And here we're going to have this sweet turtle that I found. So, so we can have a turtle. Yeah, I have it really on one side. You can put maybe a bit more in the middle. Yeah. So the 4 feet of the turtle, the back ones are smaller. Yeah, the turtle has eyes on the sides. And well, all these squares, I want to do approximately. Something like this. Yeah, so as we talked last time, we were talking that we want to paint a pink sunset. And then we discussed that let's have an interesting viewpoint. So in the end, I've chosen here from under the water. So from under the water, we still see the sky, and we see, so the upper part of water will be also pinky, but then inside of the water will be bluish. And we can add also some fishy friends maybe too. Yeah. The turtle. Yeah, and a fishy, like very easy, different size. It's more or less like this shape.
Could you please slow down because I'm still doing the turtle?
Yes, I apologize, Ellie. I am slowing down. I'm waiting. Yes. Thanks you. Thanks for reminding. And the fishes you can do as much as you want. You can do some few, you can do more, you know, because sometimes, you know, like in some areas you can find like there are lots of fishes. Yeah, but maybe you also want not to have too many. Yeah, and also anyway, fishes we're gonna do later on top. So maybe it's not so important to sketch fishes now, because still we're gonna have first all the blue water, and then we're gonna let it dry and then just sit with the lighter blue on top the fishes. Yeah, so maybe it's actually not Yeah, not necessary. And as also requested, we're gonna sketch the silhouette of the boat. Yeah. So I will start it slowly. It will be somewhere. So somewhere here on the side, on top of the water, I can start like with the first triangle of the boat. So there is one triangle, then it goes this main mast in the middle. Yes, this one is a bit curvy, this one. And then of course it goes the boat itself, the boat part. Yeah. And then, okay, here comes this long stick. It usually here is connected. And here, and then there is another small one. Yeah, the boats are different. So it's actually like you can do only one. When it has one part. And it has always has lots of ropes. So I can put some of these thin lines. Maybe like this, maybe this is a bit taller, the mast. Yeah, and I think our painting should be very beautiful because the colors are nice. Yeah, but it will be very important to do well the blending. Yeah, especially this upper part where the sun is and the pink sky. And we're gonna start with very, very light yellow. So almost kind of even we're gonna leave a little bit white, empty spot of the sun. And we're gonna do light yellow around. And then all around will be with the pinky. Yeah, or even better, maybe like peachy. So maybe pinky on top. And we know this nice combination when pink mixes with yellow, it turns into this peachy color. So this will be our like three main things, three main tasks. Yeah. Yeah, so take your time, finish, no rush. And then just let me know when also Ellie is ready with the sketch. Yeah, and then we start. Yeah, you can check also maybe a bit bigger brush, like exactly for the blending, you know, for the bigger areas maybe.
I think I'm ready.
Very nice, Ellie. Yeah, thanks for telling me. Then let's slowly move to the paints. Okay, small brushes way. So what I do for now? For now, I take some white here. And I'm taking the lemon yellow. Yeah, and lemon yellow maybe a little bit for now. Yeah, later when I need it a bit more for peachy, I'll mix more. So yeah. So the very first task will be actually to work just with white paint. And we put the white paint where we want our sun to be. So it might sound strange, like why we're putting white and not yellow, but it will help us prevent, overdoing the yellow. So it's probably here, I'll maybe put like this aside, so you can see here, I did this kind of circular spot. So this will be my sun. It just using yellow paint. Maybe here a bit on the water. Yeah, I'm trying so if maybe with the reflection you see a little bit where I'm marking. Yeah. So the circle of the sun and a little bit this stripe on the water. I will go now very quickly already with yellow, so then you see and realize what I mean. And with a very light yellow, here again, so maybe. So I go a bit around my sun, and then I try to blend this white with this yellow. And it means that maybe I might also, I need to clean my brush, and maybe I go again back to white, just simple white, and go again, because I want this spot really to be very light. Yeah. And the same story, I do a little bit with the sun reflection on the water. So if you maybe make, yeah. So today then, again, this blending practice. And blending practice means, so sometimes you need to come back to the first color. So I put yellow, but then if I see yellow is overcoming my white, then I wash my brush and I go back to, so this is what I have. Yes, the start should be really light, because if we manage to have it this light, then later when we add the darker tones, it will be shining. Yeah, but if we do it dark, then this shining effect will not work. So something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you can see. But now, so the next step will be pink, and then with the pink you will be able to see everything much better. And what I do, so first I put pink, and actually I will mix it with some yellow. So then we get this beautiful peachy color. I like this mix very, very much. I'm mixing pink, and then I take a look. Probably I need more yellow than pink in my mix. Yeah, and then you're getting this orangey. And what happens, so in this my peachy mix here that I have created, what I do, some part, maybe the half of this mix, I add white. So not all the mix. Some mix I save, the original, these very fresh, bright colors. But into the half, I've added white. Yeah, so then it's pale. And it means then I'm starting with this pale one, going then kind of, so I proceed. I kind of make bigger my, those views. Yeah. So around my yellow, I proceed first with this pale peachy color. Yeah, and I continue kind of blending. Yeah, and again, if needed, maybe I need, and I come back with some yellow to have a nicer blend. Yeah, so in the end, the aim in blending that you don't have the strict lines left where you have colors, where one color ends and the other color starts. That it's more, one very, very softly goes into another. So, and now it kind of seems all together, this sun area and this water part, but later we will do the thin line with a bit more peachy or a bit more pinky on top. And see, yes, tell me.
Go down.
Thank you. Yes. I apologize again for rushing. So I'm waiting and I explain, just I repeat, yeah, so what I did. So then if it matches, where are you at the moment? So first I marked just white in the middle of the sun and this line of reflection on the water. And then I was adding very, very light yellow around and try to do that the connections are soft. So where my yellow is ending and the white, yes, they very nicely, one goes into another. And then on my palette, I've mixed pink with yellow, yeah. And I got very nice, fresh, bright, peachy color. Yeah, it's kind of also orangey, one can say. But I always prefer to mix yellow and pink instead of taking the ready orange color, because then I can control more if I want it more pinky or I want it more yellowish. Yeah. And then what I did in this mix, but only in the half of it, I was adding white. And with this, I got my peachy mix very pale. So then I can add it around my yellow and it feels natural, the flow. And then we remember also when we are blending, it's fine to come back to the first colors. Yeah, what I mean that if I was first putting white then yellow, So then maybe in some moment I go and put again a bit more white, the color I have started. Yeah, then it helps me kind of to blend. Yeah, and also check. Sometimes you need maybe a bit, add more water on your brush, and then it helps to get those soft lines better. Yeah, and then yeah, can I continue or you need a bit more time, Ellie?
Well, I just went to my paint because we only have like flash in acrylics, and then we need to use gouache white, and I still need to I just made the paint.
I understand. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Then I give you more time. I understand. Yes, you need to have it mixed well. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, with the fresh pink.
Do I make like an orangey color? You mix it with yellow. Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Julia, that you help your sister. Exactly. Yeah. So you've managed to create pink, and then by adding yellow, this pink turns into this orangey. But this is also like the difficult part, this start of the blending. Then already next steps will be easier, and it's already not so, you don't have to be so gentle and accurate. Then it's already more.
Now do I mix like my pink with the yellow? Like I mixed it with the yellow, so now do I put it around the sun?
So your mix kind of divided into half, and then the half add some white. So then one half of your mix that you just now did is more pale. And then you start first with this pale mix, yeah, that has white. But afterwards, you'll be adding the mix that is now, yeah, this pink with yellow. Yeah, so this is also the typical process as we work. We take, let's say, green, we can add yellow to half of it, we add yellow, it becomes lighter, and we work with both. Yeah? Then we have this gradation. Yeah, because if I don't add white and I go straight away around my yellow part of the sun, then sometimes it can be too intense, the jump. It can be too bright, but we want to go slowly, slowly. Yeah, and after this, then we work already with this darker mix. Yeah. Uh-oh. So exactly. So where are you now, Ellie? So you have your pale pink, perfect. And then you just go here around your, like you continue building this space around. Yeah, and you might see maybe you need a bit more water somewhere because maybe this yellow layer is already a bit too dry. So yeah, and you try gently go around with the pale mix you've created. All right, I will continue slowly with this second layer of then simply peachy color. Yeah, so once you've put the pale one, and from this moment it starts already easier because then we already kind of finishing the space around. Yeah, and you can do peachy, and then maybe you can do somewhere already also the pink. Yeah, but again, I try that my connection is soft. Yeah, so here maybe sometimes just adding a bit more watery brush is yeah, so here I go around. And like this, slowly, slowly, with patience, we create this gradient. Yeah. And here on top, maybe I can already put more pink. Yeah. And you can also already more free play around. Yeah. Maybe you say, in the end, I want a bit more pink. Maybe you just go over some areas. Yeah. And of course, let's say I try to go around my boat, but I don't worry so much because the boat anyway is going to be dark. Yeah, because it's going to be like a silhouette. So I kind of, anyway, I color all on top. Yeah, so maybe just that I can see some lines, but I will be. Yeah, and sometimes when our brush is too watery, then it starts kind of taking a bit off the paint from our paper. And there are like two options. Sometimes it's actually good. Sometimes maybe I need to lighten up some area exactly for these blending purposes. And then it's good. But if I want this area to be darker, then I need just to wait till it's dry. And then I will go with like as a second layer. When it's dry, I put the second layer and then it works. So here I played with my peachy and then also just with the pinky, and still thinking about that my mixes should be, yeah, the connection one color with other should be gentle. And then I let it dry. And now, of course, it looks all a bit like one, yes, but in the next step, when we'll be using already blue, then I will also show you how then we show that still here is the water. Otherwise, one can think it's all the sky, but we need to show that this part is the water. What also can actually be good, yes, before we move to the blue, because once we move to the blue, everything, all our brush, everything will be already more dirty. Yeah? So what I also can do is I actually took the warmer yellow. So we have started to work with the lemon yellow, but you know, typically they always come two in a set. Yeah, the lemon one and middle, yeah, warm yellow. So I just take this warm yellow and I can sit it under my sun and in between the water. Yeah, so a little bit, but for example, here, I have also created, my line is a bit too strong, especially where the sun is. So first I can blend it out first a bit with more watery brush. Yeah, and I also clean my brush all the time if I need to remove some paint. Then maybe I can even add a bit more white on top, so then it softens the border. And yeah, and then I also try the borders also blend softly to the sides, but like this, I have created this line. Yeah, maybe it's also a bit too strong, but try maybe to lower a bit. Well, something is happening. I don't know, is it only on my side that you girls disappear in some moments, but maybe it's.
Can you please help me with like my painting? Because it's sort of like I didn't blend it well, I don't think. And before it was too pinky, and now I'm trying to make it more yellow and blended. But
yeah, well, I mean, the sky is not easy. I agree. This all the rest part will be more fun when we do the water, the fishes, the turtle, and the boat. So now, just try to get till the level you're happy with your colors. And doesn't matter. It can be more pinky or it can be more yellowish than mine one. Yeah, the more important is that you like it and it looks good. Yeah, and so because sometimes it's also we start a bit overdoing. Of course, we always try to improve, but then sometimes it's better to stop, and it can be a bit also better to like sometimes to come back and improve it. Yeah, in a second. So something like this.
My paper is so wet. It's gonna show up on my glass. Cloudy. Doesn't look happy. Your paper's getting so wet that like the scraps of it are so like I think I drew so hard that my paper was broken.
Yeah, can you maybe if you have doubts about your painting, Ellie, maybe you can show it to me, because then I find it hard to understand what you're struggling with at the moment. But if you want, you can show me. Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like clearing up and looking better. Like at least it looks like a little better than before.
So a bit more. No, that's not that bad. You've managed the sun very nicely. Yeah, don't be scared to go on top of your boat. Yeah, so you don't need to leave all this white area around the boat. Feel free to go there with the yellow. Yeah, and because we will, do the touch up of the boat in the end, and you will have it. But very nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave the boat white because sometimes in other paintings I've like gone over them and then like I can't find them anymore. Like in my panda's face when we did the panda fishing, like I needed to cover it up. And then I needed to like clear it up for water to see, and that's why I just ended up doing it with Sharpie and copying it from
Yes, I completely understand. This happens to me as well. Now I did it and all my pencil sketch is gone. I don't see where the ship is, but it's kind of, I sketched it with a pencil, so my brains, they remember it. And then I can go, actually both, and it's a good idea. We go later on top with white. Yeah, and but as you see, you can of course leave it like this. This is just was my suggestion, so then we have kind of nicely the sky behind the ship. Yeah, but I find your yeah, you did well. I really liked how you left the sun, yeah, white, bright, so it will be shining. Yeah, now especially when we add blue, you will see how it will shine. Yeah, so all good. All your painting is progressing very well. So I will take some blue. Yeah, so you can also, let's say, think and choose which blue you want to use. And I might also do a trick. Yeah. So I have a darker blue, and I also have one of my favorite, emerald green. Yes, so my main one will be the dark blue, but I will use a bit of emerald green because it's a very beautiful color. And I might use it a bit around the turtle. Yes. Then with this color, I will have fishes. And I'll see. Maybe if my water will turn up too dark, then I can also later add on top a bit of this color, so it's all So what you say? Shall we already continue with the blue, or you need?
Still doing the right side of my sky. I'm trying to blend it like the other one, because like that, like it's like really like a lot of pink and like yellow. Like after it like goes over the sun, like the bottom part is just yellow, and then it like spreads to the top, and then it's like all yellow. Because I didn't want pink to cover the boat.
Of course, I understand. Yes.
Mine looks good in the light. The sun.
So, ask me again.
The sun looks good in the light in my painting.
Ah, very, very nice. Yes, yes, yes. You see?
It's so wet.
So this is the trick we do. That's why we've started with white in the middle. So then it stays shiny. Yes. And Ellie, yes. So let's finish your side of. You can actually like put straight yellow or even maybe like darker pink there. Yeah, it's because all the around the sky can be also already a bit darker. Yeah, maybe there are also some clouds that make parts darker. So kind of just, yeah, do your best to go around the ship, because I understand you don't want to cover it, and it's fine. And
I actually went around the ship with like a light bright yellow and did it across and as light as I could with a lot of water. So yeah, and now I needed more flesh because I basically just mixed my yellow into the pink, which turned it yellow.
I see, I see. Good, but I like the way you fight, Ellie, for your work. This is very important for the artist. Yes, never everything works perfectly from the start. And I really like how you continue.
Yeah, I'm just like, I did like dots of like pink and like yellow, and like of it, and then I spread it with water, and then it like blends with the other stuff.
You see? Exactly. Now you see, you already with practice, you understand, you already get these blending tricks that you can use water and so on.
I'm ready for the ocean. I don't know if Ellie is. I'm not.
Well, let's give a bit, yeah, Ellie, a few more minutes we give to you, but I also advise you, yeah, not to make too tired this part of the paper, like yeah, sometimes when we try to correct too much, yeah, then our artwork looks tired. There is such expression. Yeah, so just kind of, yeah, get it to the level, it looks fine. We move to the water, to the turtle fishes. And believe me, once it's then completely dry, you can even come back and do some other pinky touch-ups, for example, yeah, if needed. Yeah, all right. I will go just slowly, like a bit one step in front. So then you see, understand what I'll do. So I have two blues. Yeah, again, as usual, we're working with one lighter, one darker. And I will start with this emerald green. And what I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna go a bit around my turtle. Yeah, so I'm kind of creating a light around my turtle.
So are we doing like on the turtle's body or like just doing the outline of it?
Just the outline, exactly, yes. Thank you for the good question to have it precise, yeah. So what we're doing, the outline of the turtle, and we can do also actually the fishes. And the outline, try to do it also not too even on all the sides. So maybe somewhere I put a bit more, like my line is a bit more fat, somewhere is a bit more thin. Yeah. So this is also a trick to try to make our turtle shine, because we're gonna add dark blue and then it's gonna be as if it's a bit in the light. And then I'm gonna also do the fishes. And the fishes you can play around. So I'm putting, again, just this emerald blue, but I can also add then a bit of yellow and they will also be shining a bit. And I'm not complicating myself too much with the shape of the fish. Yeah, so we do approximately, as we all know, how the fishes are. But if it's not perfect, it's fine. Because we know that fishes sometimes, like maybe it's swimming, looking at us in front. Yeah, so then actually her shape is different. What we see is, you know, just the nose or something. And I play here around, have like bigger fishes, smaller fishes. For smaller fishes, sometimes it's just like one dot of the brush and that's it. Yeah, not even trying to create, not a tail, not something, just kind of I touch one little touch with the border of my brush. Yeah, and then it's nice, like I get the effect that some fishes are far away and some fishes are closer. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm also thinking about a nice composition of the fishes. So maybe in some corner there are more, in some corner there are less fishes. Yeah, okay. Anyway, in the end, we will be able to add more fishes. But again, why we're doing them in the start? Because then you may say, oh, but we're gonna put the dark blue and then we have to go all around the fishes. And the story is again, that we're creating the light. So now we're gonna go with dark blue and of course we're gonna touch some of the fishes and it's fine. So some fishes will end up darker, but we are interested in those areas, yeah, that will stay light. And this because there is the difference applying paint on white paper or applying paint on other color. So let's say if I put this color to if I first put dark blue and then this blue, so even if it's all dry and the second layer is sitting nicely on top, it won't be not transparent, it won't be that light. And now I'm also doing a little trick. I took my small brush and I'm sitting some yellow paint on top of the fishes. Yeah, not everywhere, just kind of. Yeah, this might also show a bit kind of as if sunlight is coming on top. Yeah, here I'll show you a bit closer. So this is what I had ended up. Yeah, so yeah, and we will see if it works. At this moment, I'm not sure because I will be also, this is a new experiment also for myself. So now we will discover together. What I also might add, I might add maybe a bit of this light purplish color, maybe here at the border. So maybe also the, when I will be putting now the dark blue, it's not going like really straight, but going a bit softer. So then I have this, a little line of transfer, you know. And maybe I might play a bit. So, okay, here now I'm just experimenting. Wait for me to finish, then maybe it will not work nicely. Yeah, but I want to create some lines as if so it's more clear. This is water. So if it works, then maybe you can do it too, because I'm afraid it might get too dark, too dirty. Yeah? So kind of with a thin brush, I try to create some lines. Yeah, well, more or less. Maybe it's not necessary. Maybe don't do these lines on the water. Let's see. Let's also first I do maybe better the whole dark water. Yeah, maybe I rushed too much. But we'll see. It's all experiment, yeah. So I might end up ruining all my beautiful pink sky. Sorry, the pink water. But I'm testing. All right, I'll leave it to rest what I hear experiment. I will put some, I'll go for the dark blue and then later either add more pink to correct or add more blue. We'll see. Okay, now the moment of truth. I'm adding dark blue and let's see if it works. So here I will need more paint from my tube.
I am still doing the fishes because I don't think I did enough before.
Okay, yes. Yes. So I'll wait. So I just went with this first darker line because I was already curious, will it work? But I start liking how it looks, so I'm waiting for you. Yeah, then we can continue. Yeah, and then you already also have an idea what's going to be.
Yeah, I think I made my fishes like really thin and they look a little like sardines.
Yeah. Well, the most important, I tell you, you don't have to worry about the shape of your fishes at the moment, because now we will be going around with this dark blue and the shape will change. Yeah, so like the shape you do of the fishes now will anyway be different, because yeah, when we will go around with another. Okay, I'm trying to correct a bit the mess I did on the water. Please don't repeat it. I don't want your beautiful paintings to be ruined as well. But yeah, so I give a few minutes for you to finish the fishes. I try to correct this my mess.
Do I add yellow to the fishes or no?
I mean, yes. What I wanted to do, like do the fishes, but don't worry about if they are too thin or they are too fat or they are too circle or they are too square. Why? Because now our second step will be working with dark blue, and you will have to go around your fishes, and it's just impossible to leave them the same shape. Yeah, because so
I'm just now, because there's a fish that was like very small. I'm just gonna turn it like its whole body, and I'm gonna paint around to make it a giant fish. Because I just ruined its body by like making it like have like a giant lump on it.
Bit bigger as a turtle.
There could be a fin. Maybe. The fishes are turning this cool green. Like it's like dark wine. It's nice.
Yes. And another tip for working with the dark blue around our fishes. Yeah, so I also have, you see, many small fishes, how I'm gonna put all my dark blue around them. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna work parallel with two brushes. I'm gonna have one bigger, one smaller. So it means where I have more area, I'm going straight away with the bigger brush. But let's say one with my bigger brush, I'm going closer to some small fish. I just quickly change for the smaller brush, and then it helps me to go around my fishy. Yeah. And now this will be kind of, well, so it already depends how much fishes you have and so on, but it might take a bit the process to.
I think I'm going to do like the water now.
Yes, so I've also started slowly with the water. And then actually, so while we're working with the water, that it's kind of, yeah, it takes time, we might parallel start thinking, what color shall we do the turtle? Nice. Because so on the image I found, I took the shape of the turtle. The shape was nice. I liked it. It was just as if it's swimming out, yes, of but the color there in this picture, I don't really like of the turtle. It's kind of gray reddish or something. So I want to think of new color for the turtle. And I'm also, yeah, happy to hear your suggestions.
make it like brown and like we can make it like brown, like maybe a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We
so
could do a color.
yeah, yes, Juliet, what was your idea?
We could do a color that like there isn't normally a turtle color.
Like purple.
Or
Mm,
blue. Ellie, the water's blue. That's not gonna help.
But there's an outline. But yeah. But we could do it a different blue.
Maybe it would just look like the sun is shining through it though, because my sun is lined up directly with my turtle. So it
Well,
would look like
like
the sun is shining through it.
Well, it's like lined up with like an inch of its fin. But its fin is less than an inch. Like if you were in here and the turtle was.
interesting. So we actually then we can choose. We can all go with our own decision for the turtle. Yes. So I'm now leaning for some brownish green. Yeah, so let's say maybe a bit natural. But it's important also trying to connect with the colors on the picture. Yeah, so like Juliet said, we should analyze what color is our water, because depends, maybe your water is more bluish or more greenish. And so then just kind of what looks nice. And so another idea that I got now, that actually maybe by doing the water, I think it's more important to do the upper part, to do darker. But now the lower part of the water, I will try to do lighter, and let's see, maybe it also looks nice. Well, I also must admit I was wrong. I thought the sky was hard, but actually the water with fishes is also tricky. Today is not an easy lesson. But you girls are experienced. I know you can manage. Something I did. So some areas of the water, we might actually kind of need, like once it's dry, maybe go for the second layer. Yes, some areas maybe I want to do a bit more darker. Yeah, because we all know if I did first layer and it was too much water on my brush, and of course sometimes the paint on paper, it's like a bit more transparent. Yes, and if I want the effect of more dark,
Your fishes look like they're glowing.
Oh, thank you. I actually don't, maybe it's the effect of the screen. That's because, but maybe adding a bit of just kind of yellow on top could help, but this can be tricky. Maybe it won't really work.
But I think mine might be working out. What I'm doing is I'm just like making like putting like strokes of the big brush like across, and then like if it then when it gets too tight I stop and then I'll go to another area. Then when I'm done with all the areas, then I'll probably use like the small brush.
Nice. You've developed your technique. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah.
What should we paint next time?
So next, I suggest we go to the turtle. Yeah, so I continue experimenting with those water lines, but yes, you don't have to do this because it might not end up good. So if you're already done with the water, let's go all together for the turtle. So for example, here the turtle I found, it's like this, you see, it's like red, but well, I mean, one can do this if one likes this red brownish turtle, but I will leave it here so you can see, for example, the lines of the turtle are lighter. I think here they're even kind of silver color that looks actually nice. So I might take this idea. Yeah, tell me what you were saying.
I'm not done with the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for you, because yeah, to do all together the turtle, and then I'm just still kind of experimenting meanwhile with my water lines. All right. So I have analyzed this turtle here. So what I'm gonna do, I'll try to do also these first, maybe these lines of the turtle, and then it will be easier to do the color. So I see these lines of the turtle lighter, but what color should we take? Maybe light green, and then the turtle itself, I'll make it green. I think I like this way. And then her legs, I might do brownish. Yeah, why not? No. Yes, so I made the decision for the turtle. So first I'm starting with this light green. And then I'm gonna do just kind of the outline of her. And then I'm gonna wait till it's dry.
What color are you using for the outline? Like, is it black?
I'm using light green for the outline because in this original turtle, I see that they are lighter than her body. So here the turtle is dark red, but these outlines, there's like these inside lines, they are even like silver, very, very light. All right, I'll give some moments to let it dry. And then I'll be using darker green and brown for the legs. And darker green, so actually I'm putting on my palette green and brown, and I will mix the green a little bit with brown because I want it to be a bit more darker than it comes from the tube. Yeah, and then when I add a bit more brown to the green, then the green becomes this kind of deep, you know. Okay, now let's try if it works. So today was lots of tasks about blending and lots of tasks about going outlines. Now again, with the turtle, very carefully going around all the lines. And it's just because, so this is exactly like, let's say, the fishes turned out shiny. It's because I first put them on the white paper. But if I first cover all my water dark blue and put on top fishes, then they will not shine because the white paper is already not shining through. And this, the same idea should be with this turtle. So maybe, yeah, if you want, you can go even go like, let's say, with less lines of the turtle. But maybe also you find your way to do the turtle. Maybe actually the opposite can also work. You just color it all one dark color, and then the outlines can do darker. Maybe it also can work. Whew. And remember, there is one very nice technique. So once my dark spot will be dry, I can actually go again a bit on top with this lighter green, and it will help me to cover some white areas that are left. Yeah, so then maybe it's not, it doesn't look so too whitey. So I'll do the legs now. So legs I'm doing just brown. But for example, also if you take your brown and it looks too transparent, too light, what I did, actually mixed it with a bit of the blue leftovers that I have on my palette. And then they turn my brown also a bit more darker. Well, turned out complicated work today. For the next time, we should think of something more easier and fun. We should combine. One time we do challenging and one time a bit more relaxing. Here, I'm going the second time in between the lines so that actually I've realized that I do them a bit more greener. And so kind of also cover up if there is some bit too white left. Whoa, whoa, what a challenging painting today. And we still have one more challenge to go. We still need to do the ship. Oh yeah. And now I'm thinking, shall we use the idea of Ellie doing it white? Because my initial idea was to make it black. But maybe black will look too, not too dark, too muddy. It's actually makes. And the ship. Well, I will start maybe with a bit brown outline for the bottom of the ship and the mast. Yes, but those main parts of the ship, those triangles, then I will think. Alrighty. Yes, and it's like, for example, when you're not sure, here I'm starting with this kind of very light, watery. Yeah, so then if anything, I can correct it. And then if it turned out well, then I can go on top of the lines and make them darker. Yeah, so here I'm staying on the safe side. I'm using very watery brown. So it's kind of not straight away with black. Yeah, so because maybe then I have option to.
I think I just need to do the turtle and the ship.
Very nice, very nice.
Because I was still like working on like the water.
Yeah, water takes lots of time.
And it might drip. I don't know, but
Yeah, with the ship is also tricky. With the ship, you might also try to take your own artist decision.
this is it so far.
Oh, such a sweet turtle. And I love how all these love fishes are around your blue water. Huh, and look, and the sun is shining. Wow, a perfect picture. Yay.
Yes. Also, it looked like the turtle is like smiling.
It does. It actually smiles. A happy turtle. Wow. All this hard work was worth it. Look what an awesome picture we managed. And I'm also so can't wait to see how Julia did. I see you're finishing.
I think I just have to do the ship.
Yeah.
You have a turtle stuffy, just like the turtle you made.
Yes, but I'm not taking him out with my paint covered hands. He's one of my most special stuffies.
Now I got an idea. I'm taking some red and I'm gonna mix some purple, and maybe then my ship can be a bit more purplish, because I want still my ship to be dark, but I don't want to go with the black. And purple actually matches nice all our pinky story. So, but now I need to wait till it's a bit dry. And what also important I suggest to do is to put a bit more darker under the ship, because ship has shadow. I mean, it's unavoidable that it gives some shadow on the water. So but it doesn't look so kind of like that it's separately sitting on the water. I need to create a bit of some shadows. Shadows are not easy. There you need to use all your blending knowledge, yeah, because it has to be soft and not too dark. But it all comes with practice. So very complicated drawing, but we did. The blue, maybe actually that's what I had to do with my water, not to use blue, but to use a light purple. Yes, this is what I should have been doing. Now I have learned it for the next time. Juliet, how your painting? Is it ready?
Whose?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to do the reflection, and now my boat's like on the water.
Well, of course it's on the water. It can't be not on the water.
Yeah.
The turtle is cool, and the ship is cool, and lots of fishes. Aww.
Ellie, do you want to show yours?
Ellie's still working on turtle. Very nice.
In the meantime, well, I can't really clean up anything. Ellie's trying to wash brushes. I don't know if she's done all these paints.
Oh, all right. I'm already at the sweetest moment of taking the tape off. Very happy with my result. It was hard work. Yeah, so you should, girls, also be happy with your result. Today wasn't easy, but that's what you've requested. Pink sunset, ship. Yeah, and then we were all talking about some unusual point of view. So here it is under the water. So yes, next time something easier, please, please. Next time.
Next week, what should we paint? For next week.
Whenever we're next painting, what should we paint? She asks.
I'm asking something not that complicated.
Okay. Why don't we paint?
We could do something where maybe we have something like a picture of flowers, maybe, or something, but we all choose the different colors for the flowers.
This would be very complicated.
How is it complicated? You choose your own colors. The simplicity or complication of it.
No, I have something.
We're not doing something complicated.
It is complicated. It just is cool, and I don't think I'll paint it, but it's just fun to think about it. Like like you paint a painting
of a painting.
and then in the painting you're painting the painting, and then in the painting that you're painting is just painted on the page in the painting.
But actually, it's a cool, fun idea.
It would be cool if you could actually jump into a painting, though, right?
But hey, we can paint like an artist, a painter sitting in his studio and making a painting. And then in this painting, he's kind of painting himself. And then in this, and then we see how deep we can manage to go inside. So like 3 or 4 times, or maybe someone manages to go 5 times inside, you know? This could be like a fun game.
Why don't we paint a garden or a grape bunch?
Ellie, where did you look at those?
A tissue box and something I made with Mom.
A bunch of grapes?
Grapes. Oh, grapes are also nice.
I wonder what it would be like if we could jump inside of a painting. Like if you would like the fruit paintings or the tangerine paintings we made, we could just jump inside and eat some of the fruit, and then they just grow back because it's a painting. And like
And we could play the guitars.
oh yeah, and we could ride on the horses we painted. The fish one
Ooh.
swam with the fish.
We ride on the fish.
We ride on the birds in our collages.
Oh.
Oh, the cats in the fishbowl, that would be cool. Oh, the cottage with the flowers, that would look pretty cool. If I
I
could get
can make
inside that.
Yeah, this cottage
we
with
eat
flowers. We could take a walk there or in this garden and sit on the bench.
Pop that for lunch and dinner, and then we eat